Fast car, city lights carved out from the mountainside. Places you might find a calling, so don't you wanna go there? Yeah, don't you wanna go there?
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bad Snacks with Kjarvik. For those of you who may not be familiar, I do beat walkthroughs. Every time I come up with a new idea or beat or whatever, I just name it after a bad snack, and then I show you kind of how I made that. And so today's bad snack, I've actually decided to go ahead and name this one Little Muffin Pies. And I know a lot of you are going to think, that's not really a bad snack, that sounds delicious. But from a nutritional standpoint, it's a terrible snack. It's part of a Steve Brule poem that I will be singing later in the video, so that's happening. Also, I'm really excited to do this video because I got a Moog. The other thing that's really cool about this bad snack is that I got all of these sounds from a free sample kit used on the Reddit One Kit Challenge, which I will link to you down below. So all the samples and all the drum sounds I got for free in this one folder. One Kit challenges are awesome. Yeah, okay, so I guess let's just get to it. So one of the really cool things about the One Kit Challenge is that the nature of the challenge is that they give you all of these samples to work with. So in week 73 they gave like 4 samples, and the one that I really liked the most was this one. It's this Rhodes sample. So I want to chop that up. I'm not going to use this whole thing, so I'm going to crop it to maybe about 2 bars worth of music. I'll just extend that a little bit. Alright, okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the flex button. And we're going to go to slicing. And so you see these little bars here. I'm going to double click it and go to the file, and you can see this. So if you want to edit how many transients there are, you go like that. Take away, add some. I actually kind of like where this is at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice. And then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert to new sampler track regions, and then voila, there we go. Now I'm going to just lay down a really basic loop. Okay. So we have a basic loop to work with, and now I want to lay down the kicks. And the kicks were also provided from the sample pack. I got a combination of a hi-hat, a snare, and a tambo. So here we go. And now for another percussive element, we have this kind of, it's like a snare roll and then a little bit of a tambourine shake. So I'm going to just put that kind of as an anticipating beat, but you'll see what I mean. So to add another little layer of like percussive goodness, but with like a little bit of a melody to it, I have this little piano line. And this is just using the electric piano stock plugin from Logic. So just as is. So I'll show you how that goes. So it's as simple as that. I already have my 4-bar loop playing, and I'm just going to arrange it, and then we're going to get into some nice synth bass lines. I rearranged it so that I can play my Moog over it. Just so you guys know, I bounced the Rhodes sample, and I put a bit crusher on it as well as a high pass filter on the beginning of it so it kind of blends in. So anyway, I'm going to just lay down a bass line on this using my new toy. synthesizer and it's used primarily for bass lines, you do have just a ton of octave range. All that good stuff. I just have it going through a little bit of drive on the pedal board, that's the stock plugin on Logic, also a little bit of platinum reverb, and a little bit of stereo delay, so it's just real juicy. I love you so much. So we have our primary loop all set up, we have a bass line, we have a lead line. So talking about scratch vocals just really quickly, there are two ways that I usually come up with vocal lines. One is melody first and the other one is lyrics first. Because I'm an instrumentalist primarily, I usually do melody first and then I'll like come up with nonsense words until I find a theme that fits. So for instance, I'll sing the melody that comes to mind. In this case, the melody is the same as the lead line that I put on the synth, and I'll just take memories or pictures or whatever, and I'll just kind of try putting words together until they start making sense. But one thing that has taken me a while to get over, that I'm still getting over, is like when you're working with other people, don't be afraid of singing nonsense lyrics. Like, we all sing nonsense lyrics at some point. Not everybody just comes out with poetry right on the spot. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you're a genius. I'm not. But anyway, the other way that I come up with vocal melodies is sometimes I'll have like a poem or a memo or just something that I observed that I thought was really beautiful or something, and I'll write it down. I have like a bunch of notebooks that have these little scribbles in them, and then I'll go to those for inspiration and I'll try to sing a melody out of those words, and then just work with it until it works. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange this, maybe add a couple more elements, mixing elements, and then I'm gonna sing for you. Just so you guys know, for my lead vocals, one of my favorite processing things to do is that I put it through the stock amp filter. It gives it kind of that lo-fi filtered effect that I just really personally like on my voice, so that's what you're hearing. Alright, here we go guys. Here comes the ridiculous part.
First car, city lines carved out from the mountainside, places you might find a calling. So don't you wanna go there? Yeah, don't you wanna go there? Candy cane, hamburgers, letter, muffin pies. Are these things from your mouth to your eyes? They're filling up your garden. They'll put you in a good mood.
So now I'm going to do some backup vocals, and I'm just putting a ton of reverb on them and then a little bit of stereo delay.
Don't you wanna go there? Yeah, don't you wanna go there?
So that's today's bad snack. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe you learned something. I don't know. I am not releasing my music in these videos for a reason. I'm actually accumulating a bunch of these so that I can release an instrumental beat tape towards the end of the summer. So what you're getting right now is kind of a preview of those things, and I'm going to be releasing it along with some other material that I'm working on, not just the bad snacks. So keep your eyes out for that, because I think the first one is coming out sometime this summer. Don't know yet, but I'll keep you guys posted. For those of you who are interested in subscribing, which is super appreciated and super cool, I post videos every other Wednesday, and starting soon, you can expect slightly different content to come in, as well as the bad snacks. So I'm going to be doing these bad snack walkthrough videos, but I'm also hoping to add in some other stuff. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Take 6. So keep your eyes covered. For instance, I'll sing like brain fart. Cool. I'm like the least cool person I know. It's a problem.